If the community didn't step in and made a fan page and help us out, we would have been in a pickle.
A motion at City Hall that may have seen businesses reimbursed for expensive construction disruptions has now been spiked, and it's left many disappointed. Andy Chantapon, owner of Viansai's restaurant on St. Anne's, says community rally around the business when walk-in traffic stopped due to construction, and says the stalled motion establishing a program to help businesses in areas undergoing major construction would be beneficial for many.
And if you don't have foot traffic, you still have to pay the bills for, rent and utilities. So it's a good idea that they came up with, but I think it should be executed a bit better by implementing it.
Councillor Sherry Rowlands tabled the motion and says the inaction speaks to larger issues at City Hall.
Businesses are feeling like no one's engaging them successfully. They're feeling a little cut out from the City Hall process, like their issues don't matter. Their issues do fundamentally matter. The motion was modeled after a program in Montreal which includes subsidies of up to $40,000 annually to cover gross profit losses greater than 5%. The Canadian Federation of Independent Businesses says the pause on the motion is problematic as the sector has already been hit hard by the trade war.
Small businesses understand that infrastructure renewal is important, right? We need better roads, better infrastructure to get to point A to point B. But often these small businesses are to bear the costs of, some of the construction work that's being done and often the delays that occur as a result.
If you don't tell your story, the council's just going to guess.
Scott McTaggart, owner of the Fusion Grill and chair of the Academy Biz, said while more consultation from the city is needed, businesses also have a role to play. He's not sure subsidies are the solution, saying he'd rather see 24/7 construction.
On that schedule of things that you need to do, maybe small independent operators need to spend some time volunteering for their local biz, volunteering in ways to get their voice heard by council.
Mayor Scott Gillingham said in part in a statement, while he understands construction is tough, the city is helping business by spending the most in Winnipeg's history fixing roads, saying, quote, "I think the best way to help businesses, commuters, and residents is simply getting the job done faster. We need to get in, do the work, and get out. That is why the 2026 budget adds $4 million for quick mill and fill projects so we can get traffic moving again fast." In Winnipeg, Modjeski, City News.